And hello everyone, this is Yugioh. Welcome back to the channel. So today, the day of this recording, October 25th, is the release date in the OCG for the next and last core set of 2025 for the OCG, Burst Protocol. So I got these two boxes on reserve at my local hobby store, so I'll let the crack them open and see what we get. So what is in this set? So as you can see from the box art, we have new Borrels, we have new rockets, a new rocket starter. I think it's like level 4, level 1. We have a new Borrelshroud Fusion monster and a new Borrel Link 5. We also have a new archetype related to the Artmagges in Elven Notes, a really interesting synchro theme that deals with the center monster zone. New Dark Lord support, new Assault Mode support, and a really interesting new quick play spell in Forbidden Crown. That's the card we're mainly hoping to get. So if you've never opened or never seen an OCG box opening, please check out the channel. So OCG boxes have undergone a slight change in 2025. So now we can expect to get a secret and ulti as per normal. However, the big difference is that number one, alternate rares are now a core rarity. So there are certain cards that now only come as ultimate rares. And there is a chance for certain commons and rares to come as secrets. So we're going to try to avoid that. Hopefully we can get a Starlight. That would be nice. In addition, as you can see right here, these boxes also come with a +1 assist pack. So this used to be an extra foil in older boxes. Now what it is it's just a reprint. It's a reprint of a card related to one of the sets in here. The main chase card in this assist pack, though, is an alternate art Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. It's like a recolored Stardust Dragon Assault Mode that goes for about $240 or $250 from what I saw. At least 24,800 yen, anyway. So let's start with the right side. Let's see what we get. Looking for Forbidden Crown. Looking for there's a new Doom Z card that I'm trying to get. I think that's a common though. Also, we have new Magnet Warriors. Bastion's Magnet Warriors from GX are here. This is Alpha. This is Magnet Warrior Sigma Plus. There's also Sigma Minus. New BES stuff in here. New Yummy Continuous Trap. This is one of the new Rocket cards, and I believe this. Oh, that's right. We have a new Archfiend, like a Ritual Archfiend focused theme, which seems pretty interesting. Right, new Dark Lords. For hire, we have already, right off the bat, we have a new Spriggans. This is Tri-Brigade Spriggans Kit. This is a level 4 light beast. You can only use the first and second effect of the card once per turn. If you control a Tri-Brigade or Spriggans monster, except for Tri-Brigade Spriggans Kit, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one of the following from your graveyard. Either a Tri-Brigade monster, a Spriggans monster, Fallen of Albaz, or a monster that mentions it. Card's pretty good. Card's pretty good for the new branded stuff. There's also new branded cards in here. One of them comes as an ulti. I think it is the branded Synchro. There is like a new Albaz and a new Ecclesia. There's Sigma Minus, by the way. New Exorcister cards. This Exorcister card is crazy, actually. Archfiend. This is literally what it's called, Borrel reboot. This is basically to give Rockets red reboot because, well, in the TCG it's banned. In the OCG here it's at 1, but I like this card. This card's really funny. And there is the new Borrelshroud Fusion monster. This card seems pretty good for Super Polymerization. It requires a Dark Link plus a Dark Monster. So like Super Polymerization against Malice. Seems pretty good. Oh, new Threat Armed Dragon. Everything's a Radiant Typhoon card. More Archfiend. This card is called Riot. I think it's basically there's an old card related to this, and I believe it's supposed to be indirect Enneacraft support. And we've got this is Nightwing Priest. This is one of the new Assault Mode Activate support monsters. Nightwing Sorcerer or Nightwing Sorceress from Crimson Crisis finally gets her own synchro. Big Viper. This is one of the new Rockets. This is a new Artmage card, I believe. Ooh, here we go. This is, I think this is Conduction Knight Plasma Magnum. This is a level 7 Earth rock, requires 2 Earth rock monsters. And you can only use the first and third effect of this card once per turn. So if this card is fusion summoned, you can add 1 magnet spell or trap. Add 1 magnet normal, quick, or field spell from your deck to your hand. So this cannot add continuous for some reason. Second effect is all monsters on the field become Earth. And then you can send 1 Magna Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard as cost. And then immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster. That's Junk Warrior Assault mode. Card's is pretty interesting. The Magnet Warriors don't look very strong, but as like a casual deck, something for Genesis maybe, this seems kind of fun. Especially since that all of these cards, all the new Magnet Warriors, Bastion's Magnet Warriors, are designed to also work with Yugi's Magnet Warriors. Have the same archetype after all. That's what for hire trap, and we've got Archfiend. I think this new Archfiend theme. Oh my goodness, we got a Starlight. This new Archfiend theme revolves around a new Ritual Pendulum Archfiend, so I think he comes as an ultra rare. But let's see what we got. We got a Starlight. So we've got Assault Lich, one of the Elven notes. Oh, nice. Looking for this card. This is the Doomsday support card. Destroy Doomsday in your hand, field, or deck. You can't ash this. This is pretty good. A ritual, I think it's like Forbidden Ritual Art, and we've got ooh. So this is one of the new branded cards. Look at that. It is pretty nice. This is, I believe this is Fallen Dragon of White. So this is a level 4 Dark Dragon, even though it says of white. This card's name is always treated as Fallen of Albaz. And you can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Oh, excuse me, you can send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Fallen of Albaz, and summon this card from your hand. And then for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon a monster from the extra deck except for level 8 fusion or synchro monsters. Well, I guess it works with Sword Soul too. The second effect of this card is if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Ecclesia monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. That's a nice pickup. That's a pretty nice pickup. I've been trying to pull at least 1 Starlight from every core set. So far, I think I haven't whiffed. At least starting from Duelist Advance anyway. One of the new Elven notes. I like this archetype. The whole archetype revolves around like putting guys into the center monster zone, like because they're idols or want to be center stage. This is the new Dark Lord fusion spell, and ooh, this is an ultra. So this is Exorcister Karmael. So this is a rank 4 Dark Fairy. Requires 2 Exorcister monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is exceeds summoned during the end phase of this turn, you can set 1 Exorcister spell trap from your deck, grave, or banishment. And then when your opponent activates a monster effect or a normal spell or trap card, you can detach all materials from this card. That effect becomes add 1 card from your opponent's graveyard to their hand. So if you don't know how that works, basically, if I activate, let's say, Pot of Extravagance, and you have this, I chain the effect, and then Extravagance basically says you pick 1 card from your opponent's graveyard and put it back in their hand. That will trigger any Exosisters you have on the board, which is pretty nice. So I believe what you do is you go, so with this, you set Vadis, and then your opponent activates a spell or trap, you chain this guy, and then you chain Vadis, summon 2 Exosisters. And then when the opponent's normal spell resolves, the other 2 Exorcisters will see that card leave the graveyard, and so then they can exceed summon. Card's crazy. Card's really good. Also, it's Evil Martha. For higher field spell. And oh, I'm glad we got this card. I want to talk about this card. This card's actually pretty good. So this is Zaren. I think this is the Chain Dragon, something like that. I don't know. This is a level 7 Dark Dragon Synchro Tuner. Requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more Synchro monsters, so you can use Synchro Tuners. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. If this card on the field be used as sync material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. And then when a card effect is activated in response to another spell, trap, or monster effect, you can select and act one of the following effects. Either negate that effect if you destroy that card, or negate the effect that first one was chained to and destroy that card. So basically, if we go, let's say let's activate like 2 on summon effects at the same time, right? I summon 2 yummies, let's say, and you have this thing. You can go, so it will be Chainlink 1, let's say Cups Yummy, Chainlink 2, Lollipop Yummy. You go Chainlink 3 this, and you have the option to negate either the Lollipop Yummy or the Cups Yummy. You can pick which one. So this can, in theory, negate effects that's 1 Chainlink removed, right? So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 3, this can negate either Chainlink 1 or Chainlink 2. Card's really good. This is supposed to be cool tune support, but I'm really glad we picked it up. This card seems like has a lot of potential. Got Rescue Ace, Quick Attacker. This card's terrible, unfortunately. And, oh, new BES. Alright, some more Elven notes. Nice, that's the second copy of the Doom Z support card, the Doom Z Changer. Ooh, it's a super. So this is Super BES Metal Slave. That name is getting changed. This is a level 11 Dark Machine, and you can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. You can send up to 5 level 10 or lower BES monsters from your hand or deck to the graveyard, different names. Some of this card from your hand, then place counters on this card equal to the number of monsters in the grave to activate this effect. So you send 5, get 5 counters. During either player's turn, you can remove 1 counter from this card and target 2 face-up cards on the field, including 1 BES monster you control. Destroy them. You can use this effect once per chain. Card's pretty crazy. Oh, it's rare. This card's pretty good. However, BES as a whole is a really underwhelming archetype. Like, they gave it an effect that says send 5 for cost, and it's still probably not that good. Dark Lords. And, oh, this is the Power Patron for Elven notes. So I guess the trend here is that all the Power Patrons are rares. Power Patron Doom Z was a rare. Power Patron Artmage Power Patron was a rare, so, and this one is too. That's our playset, right? Very nice. And another Junk Warrior Assault mode. This one's really interesting. This is the only Assault mode that returns its original synchro back to the X deck and then summons it again. All the others will revive from the graveyard, but this one will not. And another Archfiend. So we're still waiting on our ulti. We haven't seen that yet. If we pull the ulti Ecclesia, though, the ulti, synchro version of Ecclesia, that'd be pretty crazy. And, new DDD. Alright, so that's finished up the right half of the box. Still waiting on our ulti. So we're going to a few more foils. Ooh, I think that's a link. I don't know what that is. This is one of the Radiant Typhoon links. This is really interesting. It places like Radiant Typhoons and other stuff in the back row's quick play spells so you can blow them up with Mystical Space Typhoon. Let's see, how many foils we got? So we've got 1 Ultra. So we got 3 Supers, 1 Ultra. So we can probably expect maybe like 1 more Ultra, or Ulti, and then maybe like 1 more Super Rare. Probably lowballing it. We might maybe have 2 more Supers in us. Speaking of which, this is one of the Elven notes. This is Elven Note Lucina. This is a level 6 Fire Spellcaster. So once per turn, you can special summon this card from your hand to the middle monster zone. You only summon Lucina once per turn this way. During your main phase, you can add 1 Elven Notes monster from your deck to your hand. During your opponent's turn, you can swap this card and the monster in the middle monster zone. Then, you can return 1 level 6 lower monster your opponent controls with a hand. Yeah, so that's the whole gimmick of Elven Notes, right? So this is like in the rightmost monster zone. I have something in the middle. I can go, all right, effect, target this, or go effect doesn't target actually. Swap them, and then bounce in the back of the hand. I think some of the other Elven notes have like protection effects or something if they're in the middle monster zone. But that might be the support card, like the spell from traps. I'm not entirely sure. Interesting thing though, I feel like this archetype doesn't really work with Medius the Pure. They have a level 8 synchro, which I think is kind of weird. Like it's not that easy to make since they're all level 6s, and the power patrons are level 1. I guess they have cards that increase the levels like by 3, but even then, like you can't really make it to, or I guess you can still make it to the power patron, but making the power patron synchro is hard because it requires 2. And oh, okay, so we have this is I think this is our last ultra. This is the Archfiend I was talking about. This is Doom Emperor Archfiend. This is a level 7 fire fiend ritual pendulum. Try to not 3 times fast. So the pendulum effect is hard once per turn. You can target one other face spell or trap on the field, destroy it and this card. And then the first effect, or the monster effect, is you can ritual summon this card with Archfiend Throne. Must be ritual summoned, so you can't pendulum summon it. You can only use the first and third effect on this card once per turn. If this card is ritual summoned from the extra deck, that's what the ritual spell does, you can banish all other monsters on the field except for monsters in the extra monster zone. Second effect is this card in the extra monster zone is unaffected by other monster effects. And the third effect is if this card is in the extra monster zone, you can special summon one fiend monster from your hand, deck, grave, or banishment. Interesting protect the castle strategy with Archfiends. Like, Archfiends can just kind of do whatever the heck they want. There's so many of them. And I think that the other Archfiend spells and traps have effects that if they get destroyed. Because the idea is you're supposed to scale him, blow up one of their stuff, and then you can ritual him. Anyway, okay, here we go. This is Rex. Something like Speedster for hire. Oh! Level 5 K9 support. Level 5 Wind Dinosaur. You can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand. Special summon one for hire monster from your hand except for Rex. Then you can special summon this card. And then the other effect is if a card is added to your opponent's hand except by the effect of a for hire card, or a card for hire, excuse me, and you control a for hire monster, you can draw one card. You draw another for hire monster, you draw a card. So, kind of like their own little shared ride. Interesting card. So, unfortunately, that first effect is not a quick effect. But you know, while you have it, right, your opponent just tries to search stuff, draw cards, you just start drawing cards, right? They max see you, right? You just draw. It's pretty interesting. And I suppose, like, if you're really coping, actually no, you have to control the for hire for that effect to work. I was gonna say maybe you just play this in pure K9 just to get some draws, but that doesn't work. And another copy of the Borrelshroud. We do not have the Borrelshroud Link 5, and we also do not have the Topologic Link 5. That Topologic Link 5 is really good, I think. Oh, got a synchro on the back. This probably is one of the Elven note synchros. Maybe. Nope, it's not. I lied. Alright, still waiting on our ulti. Oh, there it is. Speaking of which, let's see what we got. That's the Archfiend ritual spell, ritual summon from the extra deck. It is ooh, it's an effect monster. Actually, no, then it's not. Then it isn't. And it isn't Ecclesia. But let's see what we got. Ooh, nice. So this is Sheena. I think it's like twin blades of storm, whatever. This is a level 9 Wind Dragon. And you can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. If you control a wind monster, and your opponent activates a activates a card or effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then apply the appropriate effect depending on what card you want to activate. So that's a quick effect. If it was a monster, return all other monsters on the field to the hand. Place a monster on the field to the hand except for this thing. If it was a spell or trap, return all spells and traps on the field to the hand. And the second effect of this card is once per turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Interesting wind support card. I guess in Speedroids, this can go kind of crazy. You go, all right, Terror Top, they go Ash, you summon this thing, and then I don't know what you do after that, but I'm glad we got it. So we're just kind of cruise to the end. This is the new Draco Tail, new Draco Tail Fusion. We have not seen the Canine Exceed. There's a new Canine Exceed. You've also seen the new Yummy continuous trap, the Draco Tail card, the Yummy card, and also a Canine card. Oh, got a link in the back. Okay, I guess this might be our last alt. This is the cover card. This is Borrelshroud Dragon. This is a link 5. Requires 3 or more effect monsters. Your opponent cannot tribute cards, or this card cannot be tributed by your opponent. Your opponent can't tribute this card. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Once per turn during the main phase, you can target 1 rocket monster you control. Negate the effect of 1 face of card your opponent controls, then destroy that targeted monster. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. And then once, while this card is placed on the field during the battle phase, at the start of the battle phase, you can special summon 1 Link 4 or lower Borrel monster from your extra deck. So, just enabling more OTKs. You go to the battle phase, you go, alright, fine, I'll just summon Borrelsword and kill you. I like this card. This card seems really funny. Only really good in Dragon Link, but I think the rocket cards on the whole are really good in Dragon Link. Oh, and this is the last of the Borrel related links. This is Borrel Dragon. Alright, so coming up on the last 4 packs, I think we can't really expect a lot more out of this, so we're just going to breeze on through. This is a new Fur Hire link. Oh, I guess we're going out on a bang. This is Rescue Ace Arbitrator. Is a link for Fire Machine, requires 2 or more fire monsters. You can only special summon Rescue Ace Arbitrator once per turn, and you can only use the second effect of this card twice per turn. So if this card is Link Summon, you can add 1 Rescue Ace Hydrant or Rescue Ace Headquarters from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And then the second effect is when you activate, or if you activate a Rescue Ace Quick Play Spell or normal trap, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. Nice end boss for Rescue Ace. It's kind of a shame that the other one, Quick Attacker, is not very good. Alright, come up with the last 2 packs. Okay, and our last one. Anything good in the close? Oh, nice. Got a second copy of him. I'll take it. All right, here we go. And now we're going to go into our +1 assist pack. If we pull that Stardust Dragon Assault mode, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. But, we already pulled a Starlight, so, I can't really complain if we don't get anything that good. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is a copy of one of the Dark Lords from Rise of the Duelists. I have a common of her, but it's fine. That's an Ultra upgrade. So I'm going to unwrap the second box, and I will see you in a bit. Alright, so here we go. Second box. We're still looking for the Topologic Link 5. We're still looking for the Ecclesia ulti. Looking for Forbidden Crown still. That card is really good. It's probably an Ultra, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a super rare too. I'd be very sad if it's an ulti. Alright, here we go. That's right, this is Nightmare. This is Nightmare Hand. It's basically Hecka Hand support. I like this card. I'd put it in Finch with Chimera. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's a super rare. So at least we got one. So this is Forbidden Crown. This is the card that I was talking about. So it's a quick play spell. You can only activate 1 per turn. And your opponent and card monster effects cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation. So target 1 face-up monster on the field and then apply the following effects. Negate its effects. It cannot attack. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It is unaffected by other activated card effects except for its own. Cannot be tributed, and it cannot be used as Fusion, Synchro, Ecclesia, or Link material. So this is basically like Warning Point on steroids. This card is really, really, really good. There's a lot of application that you can do with it, right? You can turn off a certain key card, right? Prevent it from being used as material. You can even use it on your own stuff, right? Let's say like you're gonna get nibbed, right? You can go, all right, Chain Forbidden Crown, target like a key piece, and it can't be tributed. That's also pretty good. So I'm glad we picked up one. This is definitely like the chase card of the set. Oh, Draco Tail. Hopefully we can get that Canine Exceeds. It's probably a super or an ultra. I doubt they'd make it an ulti. These packs have the little slit pretty close to the edge. I wonder why. Oh, Exceeds in the back, and it's another Karmael. I might call this thing Carmichael. Right, for hires. Okay, ooh, it's a super. So this is Rocket Loader. So this is the card I was thinking about. This is a level 4. It's a level 4 Dark Dragon. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one level 7 Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand, and then for the rest of the turn, you cannot summon from the extra deck except for dark monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field, and then at the end of this turn, its attribute becomes dark. Not sure why that matters, but hey, there's probably something. I only picked up one for the collection. I'm not interested in building Dragon Link. As much as I like Borrelshroud, I think Borrelshroud's a really cool card. Like, I'm not interested. Okay. Oh, second, Elven Note's Power Patron. Haven't got that Synchro. Haven't got either one of the Synchros. Alright, well, so far, this has been like a, well, this box pretty early, but so far it's been pretty calm. This box has been pretty calm so far. Alright, that's our playset of the Borrel fusion. That's nice. I want a few for super polymerization at least. What does it do actually? Let me take a look. So you can only use each effect of it once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add one rocket from your deck to your hand. You can target one dark monster you control. Equip one link from your graveyard or banishment to this card as a spell that gives it 500 attack. And the third effect is, if this card is sent to the grave as link material, you can target one card in the field and destroy it. Yeah, really, really nice card for super polymerization, I think. Oh, Synchro in the back. I wonder if this is the Nightwing priest again. Okay, that probably is actually. Yeah, look at that. This is K9 EX Ripper M Milennia. So this is a rank 9 wind beast, requires 2 level 9 monsters, generator support. You can only use the first and third effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special by the effect of a K9 spell or trap, you can target up to 2 cards in your opponent's grave or banishment, shuffle them into the deck. And so if this card attacks a defenseless monster, inflicts piercing. And then when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can attach 2 materials on this card, quick effect. Negate that effect, then destroy all other cards on the field. Sorry, destroy all cards on the field. So this will blow itself up too. This card's pretty interesting. I know people were hyping up the board wipe. I don't know though. I feel like this is not a card. Like, K9 will play this card. This card's like a welcome card to have, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like this solves a lot of the deck's outstanding issues. Like as pure K9, like you don't really have a lot of recursion. And this card doesn't really help with that. Like, they don't really need a finisher. They already have Werewolf, and Werewolf's a perfectly fine card in that regard. But you know, I'm not gonna look support in the mouth. No support ever makes a deck worse. Last pack on the right side. Oh, another Synchro on the back. Nice, that's our playset of Zaren. Okay. Here we go, the last 15 packs. Still waiting on our secret, still waiting on our ulti. We've got 1, 2, 3 supers. So we still need like 2 more, waiting on 2 more ultras, I think. Let's see what we get. And okay, Radiant Typhoon Link. Oh, okay, so this is Royal Archfiend. This is a level 7 Fire Fiend. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. You contribute 1 card from your hand or field. Add 1 Archfiend card from your deck to your hand, except for Royal Archfiend. For the rest of this turn, you cannot summon from the extra deck, except for Archfiend monsters. Also, you get an additional normal for a Fiend. Weird effect. The second effect is if this card is in the graveyard and a ritual monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can summon this card. It's got Monarch stats. I just noticed that. I suppose you kind of play like a domain lock with this, right? If you don't play an extra deck, and you can basically add the Ritual Archfiend to your extra deck with its effects, and then when you Ritual out, you get the domain lock, or Ritual it out, shoot another monster, you get a domain lock. I don't know. Alright, still waiting on our ultras. Where are they? Oh, I guess we get another copy of Albaz. So, technically speaking, Fallen Dragon of White does not exist because it's always treated as Fallen Albaz. Not sure if this card actually replaces the original Fallen of Albaz, though. I imagine it doesn't. More Dark Lords. The Dark Lord stuff looks kind of interesting. Like, I remember back when Dark Lords just Soul Charge Turbo the deck, but now, like, we have fusion monsters and stuff. It seems kind of interesting. Oh, we got a fusion in the back. Now there's kits, and I think it's like our playset of the Draco Tail. Is that an ulti in the back? Oh, ooh, well, we got it. Well, this is the card I was talking about. We got it as a secret rare. I'll take it. This is, I think this is Ecclesia of the Black Dragon. So this is a level 8 light spellcaster, even though it says dragon. Requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. During the main phase, you can banish this card until the end phase, and if you do, special summon 1 Fallen of Albaz or 1 monster that mentions it, level 4 or lower, from your deck or graveyard. If this card is in the graveyard, you can target 1 level 8 fusion monster in your graveyard banishment and 1 card on the field. Shuffle those cards and this card into the deck. This card seems really good. This card seems crazy. You dump this into the graveyard with Albaz. You can then summon, dump it into the graveyard with the new Albaz. Summon out like Cartesian. Oh, I can't summon it. You summon out like Blazing Ecclesia, synchro into this, or summon like Albion, the Branded Dragon. Summon out Albaz. Bring out Blazing Ecclesia to the Virtuous, synchro into this. All right, that's pretty good. Banish it, summon Cartesia. Like hello. I suppose this kind of conflicts with Branded Fusion, but it's fine. And our ulti is... Okay, we got it. So I guess this is our ulti. This is Topologic Blaster Dragon. So this is a Link 5 Dark Cybers, requires 2 or more effect monsters. You cannot summon monsters to extra monster zone this card points to. And then, while this card is in the extra monster zone, and a monster is special summoned to a zone and link monster points to, apply one of the following effects, but you cannot apply the same effect of Topologic Blaster Dragon for the rest of this turn. Either shuffle all other monsters on the field into the deck, shuffle all other spells and traps on the field into the deck, or look at your opponent's extra deck and banish one card from it. I think this card is really good. I think this card is insane. As like a piece of an end board, I think that's pretty good, right? You can put that like in theory, right? You have like a monster in the right monster zone. You summon, Blaster Dragon in the middle, and then like it blocks off the other EMZ. So your opponent summons something to the other EMZ, right? They lose their board. Oh! Nice ulti. Glad we picked it up. I mean, overall, these were two really good boxes. We got basically everything we wanted. Oh, and to end it off, not to end it off, we have a few more packs left, but this is the new Dark Lord Fusion. So this is a new Dark Lord Morningstar. It is a level 12 Dark Fairy. It requires 2 level 6 or higher Dark Fairy monsters. You can only use the first and third effect of this card once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can set 1 Dark Lord spell and 1 Dark Lord trap from your deck. Your opponent cannot target this card until the card effects. And then the third effect is, during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, target a Dark Lord spell or trap in your graveyard, apply that target's effect, then shuffle it into the deck. It's been a while since we actually had Dark Lord with that effect on it. I like it. Alright, only, I think, 4 more packs left. I think we're out of foils, but honestly, like, we had some pretty good foils. Again, we basically got everything we wanted. Alright, 2 more packs. Anything good in the close? Alright, another Rex as one last foil to end it off. Alright, here we go. And alright, this is the Magnet Warrior. Okay, so where'd that assist pack go? Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Alright, so here is our +1 assist pack. If we get that Stardust Assault mode, like, that would be ridiculous. Like, it only comes in this assist pack. So, all right, I'm not gonna look at it. 3, 2, 1. Side Reflector. Okay, I need an extra copy of it, honestly. So overall, like, pretty solid opening. We got a lot of the good cards. We got Forbidden Crown. That's a big pickup, and I think that we got to see a good amount of this set. So that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Do whatever you do whenever you like a video on YouTube, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.